Peace and love, y'all. Peace and love. Peace and love. TC Spiritual Shepherd back with another one. Today, I'm going to get into you are being initiated. You have no idea. You are being initiated right now. You have no idea. Well, you might have some of an idea, but you don't have a full spectrum. Some of these things are outside of your sight. But that doesn't mean that they're not happening for you for the betterment of your perception and your perspective on life and your experience and the way that you perceive life, the way that you see it. Okay, so one transformative thing that I've realized is you're being initiated. So for instance, you might have things in your life like where people are, you've always been the people pleaser, or you've always helped people. You've always been there for people. You've always been selfless. You've always been Christ-like. You've always been there for other people. And now you're starting to realize, or you've been realizing over the last few years, that you and you are capitalizing on it, I guess you could say, or doubling up, tripling up on this type of what they might call selfish energy. Okay? But really, the way that you plan on doing this is be selfish. Be selfish until you can be selfless. And this is also at the point where you can meditate, you can be still, you can be silent. You might be going in a completely different lane than other people that you're familiarized with, that you are, friends with, or things like this. And it sounds odd, but I want you to start to reframe that perspective and to realize everyone goes through their own journey. And so for you specifically, you are being initiated into a different path. The only person who is communicating with you is that of God, the Lord, okay? Almighty God, the Most High God is communicating within you. You're starting to receive a lot of your visions and the way that you envision your life from inside of you, right? Not from externally or from what other people might tell you want. See, and that's the big thing too, is like everyone always wants to tell you what you want. Pause. That's real interesting, because I'm pretty sure the only person who can ever tell me what I want is me. And then two, I think I'm the only one who's actually in control of wanting to begin with, because I could train my body, train my mind, train my efforts to not want, and then that will make me feel like I already have anyways, and I'll be in more gratitude, more abundant states. This comes from realizing what is consumption, etc. Okay, two is realizing this is a very powerful thing, and you can wield it to your abilities because you have breath and you have a lot of other different things. You have a lot of things going for you. So don't think that because you're taking the separate path and you're afraid or you're scared or you're anxious or you're nervous because you're the farthest that you've ever been in your life, that wherever you've been. So like you're probably farther than, some people in your life that and this isn't like, oh, you're making more money or you're better than them or anything. It's nobody's better than one another. The whole thing about this is that you're just starting to be more aligned with who you really are. And this comes in a way that you're well taken care of, that you are well recompensated and reassured about how powerful you are, where you are paid in respect, you are paid in love, you are paid in appreciation. And so one big thing is the way that you empower yourself. The way that you empower yourself is starting to initiate yourself. You are on your own initiative. You have your own mission. Okay, so, and I have to always bring it, like, think of Mission Impossible. Like, you receive a mission from a private call that nobody else got. You got a call that nobody else got, and then you are going around and telling people and be like, did you hear that? Did you hear that phone call? And they're like, of course we didn't hear that phone call. You should probably stop on the sauce. You're probably a little lost on the sauce, but you're not lost. You're not lost. You're not crazy. You're not out there. You're sane. You're 1000% sane. Matter of fact, you're probably more sane because you see some of the darkness of the world and you didn't let it dim your light. As a matter of fact, you let it unleash your light. You let it unleash your light upon those shadows and start to brighten up, you know, your experience, other people's experiences. Like, you have a very big, you know, connection with people, and people start to realize this, and they're like, all right, I'm game with this, dude. I'm game with this, you know. Okay, so now one big thing about this is when you are starting to develop in your life, okay, I want you to get on fire, and I want you to be on fire all day, every single day. Like, your hair's on fire, you know. Okay, the whole thing about this is that your whole life is so powerful. Your whole life is also starting to develop previously than what your old life used to look like, or what older people, so like the people who are familiarized with you or have seen you, grow through different, you know, friendships, or just see you grow in general. You know, one big thing about this is that when we are starting to grow and we are starting to develop, that we can start to do better things easier, quicker, because we shed old versions of ourselves that we've generalized. Older friends keep you poor, per se. Have you ever heard that? Old friends keep you poor. Old friends keep you poor. And the reason why is because they will project an identity onto you that is not who you are. It's a mask, but people will receive that perception of you until you change that perception of you, which means that you get rich enough to where it's innate, to where they're like, oh, well, clearly this person speaks for himself. See what I'm saying? Or she speaks for herself. This is when you start to 1 up, 2 up, 3 up, 5 up, 10 up, and then exponentially growing this.